Welcome back to CE Week TV, powered by GeekBeat. This is 2014 CE Week, and I am just laughing because I'm a little distracted by the chat room here. They're mentioning Lance's inappropriate robotness.
That was a lot of inappropriate robotness.
Yeah,
yes.
that was like over the top.
He vined it too.
I know.
Absolutely, yeah.
If you didn't catch that, be sure to go to Lance Ulinov's Twitter and Vine feed from Mashable.
But if you're under 13,
yeah, you just have to see it.
If you're under 13, cover those eyes.
Right, cover those eyes.
She's Callie Lewis. I'm Michael Artsis, and this is GeekBeat at CE Week, geekbeat.tv/live.
Yes, that is where we are paying attention to you guys all day, every day here at CE Week. And be sure to catch up on everything that you've missed at geekbeat.tv/CE Week. And I think they're going to play the drinking game when we say CE Week.
They should be.
Yeah?
Well, then they won't be watching anymore. They'll be on the floor by this
point. Oh, no, they'll be
point.
watching. They'll just be having a really good time.
Yes.
But
they
really,
should. They should play the drinking game.
We are having a really good time learning about all sorts of new cool tech.
A blast.
Yes, and Matthew is here from Henge. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. This is a lot of fun.
Well,
it's a wild setup you guys have here.
Yes. We are going to show you guys behind the scenes a little bit later, but so we have a couple of products here that have already received an Editor's Choice Award from GeekBeat because Ben, one of our writers, has already reviewed it and loved it, and I have yet to get my hands on it. So this is the first time I'm seeing it in person. I'm super excited.
This is the first time I'm seeing the Henge doc, and I already am excited. I think it's amazing from what I'm seeing, and I can't wait to see more.
So tell us, show us.
Awesome. Well, first of all, thanks for the awesome review. That was fantastic. So
you got to thank Ben. He is awesome.
Yeah, and it was great, and the demand went through the roof. So the launch was fantastic yesterday. All our heads are just kind of spinning from that. So we're just trying to get more inventory shipped out here. So. Yeah, this is our vertical docking station for the MacBook Pro with Retina display.
So I'm thinking it looks like, I don't know, what does that look like it does to you?
You know what it looks like? It looks like a bookend that I can put on my bookshelf. Maybe I can put this on my bookshelf and keep my books in order. Or maybe I can maybe I can stack my MacBook in it.
Maybe you could stack iPads or iPhones on each end. Is that how it works?
Yeah, or I could put this. I could have like several MacBooks if I had like a for and I needed the kids to pull them out at the end of the night.
Are we on the right track?
Or put them back at the end of the night.
Well, you might have found some new use cases there for it too. It is pretty stable, so it would make a really good bookend. But yeah, it does involve books, MacBooks. So the goal is to make it as easy as possible to come and go from an entertainment system or a desktop setup. So you have multiple monitors, you have your keyboard and all your peripherals that you need to plug in.
Yeah.
This way, all your connections are positioned right where you need to here, like right in the bottom.
Let's see. Okay.
Yep.
We've got, show us what we have here.
So we've got USB 3, it looks like DisplayPort or Thunderbolt or both, and microphone jack-ish kind of thing.
Yeah,
as well.
It's a TRS headphone jack, so you can do stereo or like your iPhone headset.
And maybe a power.
All there, which is usually the stuff that we're connecting to. Like typically when I come into the office, I have my MacBook, right? Set it down. Plug, open, and oops, I didn't know.
That's exactly what I do.
No, that's just an IP address.
Okay.
We had a render farm set up in our hotel room.
I'm oops.
It got really hot in there.
A render farm.
Yeah, so we networked a bunch of MacBooks together. It was.
We just went into a hotel room, set up a render farm.
Of course.
Making some extra cash on the side.
Yeah, it was, the maid when she came in to do the room must have just been like, I don't know.
I don't even want to go in here.
Yeah, that was not planned.
We
came back, the beds were turned down. We were like, oh boy, at least all the MacBooks are still here. So
yeah, usually the do not disturb thing is the first thing I do when I bring gear into a hotel room.
Yeah.
We've in typical New York fashion, we've just been going since we've been here, so there hasn't been a lot of time to think about it. But.
Anyway, that was a completely. And so yeah, you plug, and then so this whole device, the Henge Docs, is meant to not make you do all that work. You just plug and go. You just dock it and go.
We're taking the convenience that Apple puts from their devices inside and taking that outside. So when you roll up to your desk, you just drop the MacBook straight in, and all your connections are made that easy. So it's even Thunderbolt ready, so you can pop a Thunderbolt display connector into it if you want.
And so this would be plugged into a monitor.
Right. So normally the cables come pre-installed, and right now they're tucked up in like how they're shipped. So normally they come out of our little cable management system out here, and you plug whatever you would normally plug into the female ends. And right now they're just kind of like tucked up here in the bottom.
Okay.
So this is how they ship, and you uncoil them and bring them out.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's just really sleek setup, and the new setup is full metal chassis too.
Yeah, it feels good. And can
go
you
for
have
it.
a good still out there? So let's take the MacBook off.
Yeah, so put one hand down and just go straight up.
Okay.
It's 90% technique, 10% strength.
She hardly lifts.
Well, it's good exercise too. You just gotta make sure you switch arms.
So yeah, it's not it's heavy like you would want it to be on your desk. What's this called? A desk. Because you don't want it to tip over, but it's not too heavy to like carry around.
So one of the tricks here is instead of using aluminum, we actually used zinc alloy.
Oh,
it's 2.5 times denser, and it was the same thing that we used with the Gravitas, and that's how we were able to get this like crazy weight out of this thing. So.
Wait, so this is just called the Henge docks?
This is
called the.
We like to really creatively name things. So this is our vertical docking station.
Oh, a vertical.
Okay.
docking
I like
station.
the creativity on that.
The creative meaning for that one took a while.
This
Yeah. Very
this
literal.
Is pretty creative.
So this one we couldn't really just call this iPhone dock or iPad dock.
Gravitas.
Yeah, so Gravitas, that's probably our most creatively named product.
Yeah, I like it. USB here, the Lightning there. Are you going to do anything for like Android?
Right now we're staying Apple focused.
Apple.
There's a million different types of Android phones, so making it accommodate.
It's hard.
But the cool thing about the Gravitas is you just can swap out these inserts. If I can pop this guy out
Okay.
here. And so it's iPhone and iPad compatible.
Wait,
and
so it doesn't matter if I have a case on my phone?
Right. That's one of the kind of cool tricks that we were able to pull with this. We're the only MFI approved case compatible dock on the market. And part of the reason.
MFI?
That's Apple's Lightning approval process.
Excellent.
So to put a Lightning connector in your device, you have to have Apple's approval for it. They have a lot of standards.
And that's MFI.
Yes, MFI.
Okay.
So made for device.
Got it. Wow, that's actually
it's
pretty creative too.
MFID.
MFID.
Yeah.
Made for
iDevice. Well, I think they don't like to say iDevice, right? So it's made for
whatever.
Fill in the blank. Yeah.
Right.
iPod.
It should be IW. Whatever.
Whatever.
Wait a second. I think you have another product over here that I believe John uses.
Oh, really? Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was was sort of an unexpected success. We made this. We typically make products because we need them. So, like, we just look around our desk and we're like, wow, there's a better way of doing this. So this was one of them. A lot of our folks were using keyboard, the Apple trackpad and Bluetooth keyboard.
I love that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just snap it in, and this takes both of the two disparate parts and clicks them together.
Yeah.
And the other nice thing is, so I use my Henge dock with my home entertainment system. So I use my keyboard and trackpad on my coffee table, and you have these like two parts that are kind of floating around on your coffee table.
Yeah.
And with this, you can actually use it on your lap because it maintains the clicking functionality of the trackpad,
and
which
it's
is through the
stiffer,
feet.
so you can
right, and you're not gonna like
do
lose them
whatever
and go
you need
away.
to, yeah.
And you still have access to your power buttons on the bottom.
Nice.
But yeah, this was we were like, it might be people might want this, and it turned into a nice product for us.
It looks like you've got some. I really like all three of these products.
Yeah.
I think they're great. And especially like you said, you walk in, click. There are days when I'm like, I'm just going to leave my laptop at the office because I don't want to unplug everything.
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing. If you ask people how long, if you just sort of pick a number for how long it takes you to plug in your devices during the day, people tend to way overestimate like how long. The perception of time is such like an annoyance, but it's sort of like transition when you make to like a MacBook from like maybe another operating system.
Right.
You have that level of wow, I can't believe I used to deal with this other thing, and just taking it away makes it makes it so much easier.
Better.
So.
Yeah, in reality, it probably takes a minute, but it feels like 10.
It's less than that. It's like people usually say 35, 40 seconds, but it takes less time than that. But it's just that it's the frustration. So we call it user friction, right? So it's such an annoyance that you have to deal with every day. So we like to try to get rid of those, and it's fun designing stuff that you
Very
like.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Very cool.
Well, thank you so much for sharing all of this with our audience and us, and geeking out about render farms and hotels.
Yeah, and
I don't know
weird
if he
stuff
fits on
with
this show.
weird stuff with housekeepers. in the hotel.
Yeah.
But I just we learned a new term, MFEI.
MFI.
Made
Sorry,
MFI.
made for
Capital M, capital F.
Right. MFI. Now I know
of course,
if somebody says
everything
that,
is
I'll
a
know
lowercase
that.
I.
I might have broken an NDA by saying that. I don't know.
Oops.
No,
We'll see.
no, it's out there. Don't
That's
worry.
on there.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't care that much about that.
Where can people find out more about the products and buy them?
Yeah, on our website at hengedocs.com, and we have various retailers too around also. But it's been a lot of fun, and you guys have a crazy setup here. It's a zoo.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Dave is usually classified as being needing to be in a zoo. Yes.
They want to know ThinkPad or HP docks. They say they've been around for a while, but they want to know, you're going to do a Henge dock for the ThinkPad or HP for vertical?
So the
Focus
PCs are
on-
pretty well supported in the
that
docking
space.
market.
Right.
There's just not a lot of options since Apple killed the Duo dock back in
Right.
'97. There hasn't been a lot of support.
Yeah.
PCs have the serial port, so we're going to stick with the Mac market for now. But we appreciate the pull, and you can always run Windows on a Mac.
That's true. That's true. Thank you guys so much for joining us and sticking around. We are going to head off to a short little break here and come right back with more awesomeness from CE Week.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.